big, I mean, obviously a big discussion.
See, we're having the wrong conversation here. We shouldn't be having a conversation which both sides perpetuate. Should we go to a fully socialized healthcare market or a free healthcare market? How about we actually have a competitive free market for healthcare where prices are driven low by market forces? Hola, Jola here. Today we're going to be moderately destroying some biased media outlets on YouTube. This is basically my version of a reaction channel where I'm going to go through different videos and critique the bias, the hypocrisy in them, and try to find a moderate conclusion on what the video really says, what they mean, and what they should say. What the truth is about their argument, where they're twisting it, and you get the idea. So I'm gonna start this. I've never seen this video before, but let's go into it. You know, Prager is a very right-wing channel. I just got introduced to them a little bit ago, so hopefully my first experience watching their video is good, you know. Should healthcare be free in America?
This is Wilt with Prager. Today we're at Pacific Beach here in San Diego talking to people about healthcare.
What this video is gonna be, they have a guy walk around with a camera crew. They'll ask a bunch of people a question that they're not certified to answer, so it'll be about something like healthcare. They're going to try to get them into a position where they prove themselves wrong. So basically, even if they get some good answers from people, they're only going to show you the ones that gave bad answers to the question. These random people on the street that they find, these trained people are going to ask them these questions about policy, and once they got one person that says something dumb, they'll be like, gotcha, I'm going to put it online. We're going to put you as the figurehead for a whole political party, for a whole belief system, and we're going to make in this case, the liberals look absolutely stupid. So this is a very divisive, polarized way to conduct media, and I'm sure they do it because it gets a lot of views. This is one of this channel's most engaged and viewed video. So therefore, this system incentivizes political polarization because it gets people mad, it gets people on the same team against something. When you're on the same team against someone, you're more likely to show up to the dance.
And if it should be free. Let's do it. What do you guys think about...
Okay, so they're asking people if healthcare should be free in America, obviously from the title.
Healthcare in America right now.
I think it's... Can I cuss in here?
Man, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Definitely important. You gotta have healthcare.
You gotta have some healthcare, you feel me? Yeah. You don't have healthcare, you don't care about yourself.
I think that it needs to be better.
I think it's stupid. It's all about money. I think holistic healthcare is a lot more smarter.
It's just a basic human right to have healthcare, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone should be entitled to live a happy and healthy life. It's like in our Bill of Rights or whatever. Like,
what would you do to fix it if you had the power to, let's say?
Had the power to. Oh man. Universal healthcare is only the beginning.
What comes after that?
Oh man, I'm really on the spot right now. I'm gonna opt out of this actually. See ya.
So free
Yeah, that guy was smart. I mean, you're not prepared to answer a question, just don't answer it. Don't be talking out of your you-know-what and try to make an answer up, because most of the time you're going to look really not good, especially when you're on camera for a popular YouTube channel.
I think everyone should have healthcare. It's important.
For free?
I mean, for free.
You know who has to pay for it?
I think it would detrimentally impact society as a whole if we covered every single person with, with full coverage.
Yeah.
Is it really free though?
But I'm saying, I
It's
know
free
the
for the
taxpayers,
person.
we're going to have to pay for that all in our tax. I get that part.
Are you willing to do that?
Like, I can see where it would be free, but then, like, other people take advantage of it. So it should just be cheaper than what it is right now, for sure. But not free.
Yeah. I think everybody should have free healthcare.
America's a business.
That's facts, though.
You gotta work for your stuff.
Yeah, so this is where you come into the part where there can't be an actual free market for healthcare because healthcare is not a commodity, and what the United States does is they don't allow any competitors for their private healthcare system. So there was actually a bill got shut down by, I think, majority Republicans, and what this bill would have done is open up competition for healthcare to the rest of the world, which would have created an actual market for healthcare. But now what you have with American companies being isolated from the world, and there's no state competition to the private market, the private market can just work with each other and charge really high prices.
People who work to get their stuff is gonna get seen.
If you work harder and get money, then I guess that makes sense. But in America, where there's low social mobility, rich stay rich, poor stay poor, then you have a lot of money sitting in people's pockets that's not being spent at all. it could make sense to get frustrated about that, because a lot of people don't have an opportunity. A lot of poor people die sooner than people with more money just because they were born into a poor area. I think the numbers are, if you're born into a poor area, you're expected to live 15 less years than somebody born in an affluent area. Is that fair? Is that a meritocracy? Is that the American dream?
I think a lot of Americans pride themselves in working hard to support them and their families, and so it's part of obviously a big discussion.
See, we're having the wrong conversation here. We shouldn't be having a conversation which both sides perpetuate. Should we go to a fully socialized healthcare market or a free healthcare market? How about we actually have a competitive free market for healthcare where prices are driven low by market forces? Because the healthcare companies right now spend all of their money, they put it in politicians' pockets, so they destroy the competition so they could provide whatever they want to American people at whatever price. And then you see something like Obamacare, which guarantees people to be on healthcare. I think Obamacare has 30 extra million people on healthcare, but the people who were able to pay politicians off who wrote that bill made middle class take most of the tax rises in order to pay for the people who could not afford their own healthcare. So I think we're having the wrong discussion in this, and let alone that this guy's going and asking random people about this. But overall, sometimes the issue we're talking about it's more important to make sure you have the right discussion in mind than to if you're looking for the right solution, because if you aren't having the right discussion, then how are you ever going to come to the right solution? We're just going to be arguing back and forth, becoming more divided because we stand by either what we have now or a fully socialized system. And I could blame Democrats for this too. I could blame Bernie Sanders for his rhetoric, because we aren't hearing much of the middle ground where we could have maybe a government sponsored healthcare have direct competition with private healthcare, or have private healthcare have to compete with healthcare from other countries, which would create an actual market for healthcare. Maybe we should actually go towards something like that instead of having these annoying conversations on YouTube that are just going to divide people and push people further to either side when everybody is getting hurt by this system.
That's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share this video.
I'll be honest, this wasn't as bad as the usual videos I see that have this format and have this guy specifically that I saw shared online. But just these type of videos in general I'm against, because it just makes one side look stupid and you categorize the whole group in that way. But I'm actually happy how this video showed some diversity in opinion, and obviously it had a pretty biased slant. They still showed both sides, although they again don't have very suitable people to answer the questions or prepared people to answer the questions. So let's see. So dude with the football knows what he's doing. Football knows his stuff. He's 100% correct and has good ethics. Good ethics. Whatever you decide that might mean. It's a Bill of Rights or whatever. See, you pick these people out, they look dumb. You're going to have people in the comment section like, haha, look at that stupid liberal. No such thing as free. I mean, obviously, the people who say free are either trying to make it look appealing or make it look demonized, because either you're saying this will be free to you, or you'll say to somebody, they're getting this for free. They're getting your hard-earned capital for free. Alright, so anyways, thank you for joining me for a video of moderately destroying a biased news source. Thank you for watching. Like if you enjoyed this, comment what you think about it, or you can comment a link to another video that you think it'd be fun for me to do this exact thing with. And if you want to be a part of a later conversation as well, be a part of our discussion, this growing channel, I'm very grateful for everyone who already subscribed, but if you would subscribe as well, thank you very much for even tuning in. You know, thank you for being here right now. That's good enough for me.